Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Calypso Cigar Review Quickie. I am your host Brandon Luna and today we'll be reviewing the Cabaiguan Corona Extra. This cigar is a beautiful looking cigar, a very nice looking wrapper on it. It's got a great foot smell on it, a little musty, a little sweet. This comes out of the Don Pepin Garcia factory. It's a 5.6 by 46. Listed as medium body. We'll find out. I haven't smoked one of these yet, and they're saying that it is an Ecuadorian Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, and the filler is Nicaraguan. So you're looking at Nicaraguan binder and filler on this. Heard a lot about these, and I know a lot of people that like them a lot, but I've never had one. So I'm really looking forward to giving this a cut in the light. It's a little veiny, if you can see that, and a little toothy, but doesn't have to be a pretty cigar as long as it smokes great. So I'm going to give it a cut and light, and I'll give you a review after the first third of the Cabaiguan Corona Extra. Oh, one extra note, nice little triple cap on that. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's a pretty impressive triple cap on that. Always a nice touch. Be right back. All right, so I'm at the end of the first third of the Cabaiguan Corona Extra, and so far, pretty much what I expected. It's very mild, very creamy, with a little bit of pepper on the retrohale, not a lot, and a little bit of woody note. It's not necessarily cedar, it's more of an oaky wood, I guess I would say. And you know, the ash actually fell off pretty early, but it's holding on now, and it looks like a decent ash. The burn isn't 100% great, but it's also a little humid outside here in Texas today, so I'm not going to really fault the burn at this point. Also, it's nothing that needs to be corrected, so far it is very mild, very tasty, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of nuttiness also on the retrohale, and that woody flavor. So far so good. It's about what I expected. It's a morning smoke for me, and this is a great morning smoke. So if you're looking for something in the morning with some coffee, you could do worse. It's tasty. Come back for the end of the second third, give you an update on the second third of the Cabaiguan Corona Extra. All right, so I'm at about the end of the second third of the Cabaiguan Corona Extra, and complexity. So it started off very creamy with little hints of pepper and a little bit of nuttiness. In the second third, that creaminess really kicked up. It's very creamy smoke. The smoke in your mouth is very nutty, like a toasted nuts of some sort. I'd say probably closest to like almonds. And what's weird, and I wasn't expecting this at all, is the finish is really nice. The finish almost has like a cocoa flavor to it, which I didn't expect at all from this, considering it was mild. And Connecticut, I thought it was going to be mostly creamy with nutty flavors, and that's really about it. But there's like a underlying cocoa. The way I would describe it is, let's say you got a mocha from Starbucks, right? And then you drink the mocha, and there's that mocha sludge on the bottom of the cup, right? And you put some milk in that, and then you drink that. It's just got that hint of mocha cocoa along with that creaminess from the milk. That's what it's like. And it is a welcome change. So I wasn't expecting much complexity from this, but yeah, the second third really kicked up, and I'm digging it. I'm looking forward to that last third, hoping that the pepper comes on strong. We'll see. I'm not really sure. We're going to find out. I'm going to come back for the last third of the Cabaiguan Corona Extra. So I'm at the last third of the Cabaiguan Corona Extra, and I gotta say, it is something special. Some other stuff came into play that I wasn't expecting. The pepper definitely has kicked up, but it's more of like a white pepper at this point. It's just ever so slight. It's on the retrohale. It's really nice. And what I would call a baker spice. Now, a lot of people use baker spice as a generalization. They say it's got a baker spice. Well, what do they mean by that? Well, baker spice can be any number of spices. Generally, a baker spice is going to be either a cinnamon, a vanilla, a ginger, or a nutmeg. And for me, the baker spice that I got on the last third of the Cabaiguan Corona Extra is a nutmeg. Now, I'm not talking about that nutmeg that's in your spice cabinet that's in powder form. I'm talking about real nutmeg. If you don't know what it is, that's it right there. That's what it looks like. It's a little nut. Now, What I do with nutmeg, and why I have actual nutmeg in my spice cabinet, is I'll shave a little bit off, put it in my coffee every once in a while, and it's tasty. But I was having trouble placing that until I went to the cabinet, brought a nutmeg out, and sniffed it, and sure enough, that's what I'm getting on the retrohale of this cigar. So, as you're developing your palate, do things like that. If you're crazy about trying to learn more about what your palate is picking up, go to the spice rack, pick out cinnamon, sniff a little bit of cinnamon. Don't go crazy and do the cinnamon challenge, you'll hurt yourself. But I'm saying just take a little sniff of it so you can get that flavor in your nostrils, see what it's about. Take some nutmeg, shave a little bit off, smell it fresh, you'll get the idea of what I'm talking about. Vanilla, pretty easy, everybody knows what vanilla is. Ginger's another one. Get some ginger, put it on your palate, just make you take a slice of ginger, stick it on your tongue, see what it tastes like. And then you'll start to realize that those things are in cigars. They're there. And you can start to place them and know what they are. So that's my recommendation. Overall, a great smoke. I'd say it's a good morning smoke. It's got probably mild to medium in body. It got more medium as it went along. And it's got some complexity to it. It's very flavorful. So this comes out of the Don Pepin factory, but from what I understand, it's Tatuaje, so it doesn't surprise me that it's got that complexity. A lot of the Tatuaje stuff does, and I love it for it. I'm a big fan, so I would say try the Cabaiguan Corona Extra if you haven't tried it yet, and be ready to go on a nice little journey. As always, check us out on iHeartRadio, iTunes, Podomatic, Spreaker, and we're on YouTube. We got the videos there. Also, check us out on Facebook and Twitter. You can add us to your favorites there and like us. And give us those reviews. You know, if you give us those reviews and those shout-outs, then we'll give you a shout-out back on the full episode of the Calypso Cigar Review podcast. As always, I'm Brandon Luna, and it's been great smoking with you.